Hello, brothers and sisters. Hello, YouTube fans. This is the Scar Clown, aka the Heyonka Bo Naga Kai Meta. Alright, shalom, my people, shalom. Hold on for a minute, real quick. Actually, yeah. I just wanted to make sure no one's not out here to, that way I don't disturb anybody. But anyways, it doesn't matter. So you can see this right now, right? You can see this. You can see. Oh, well, they did a lot here. Anyways, that doesn't matter. But you can see the title. The mask, the mask from the Jim Carrey movie is real. All right, guys, it is. It's real. It is. It's real. A lot of people don't think it's not real and all that stuff. Going back to what I said before, that's why I love Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. There's going to be a new Spider-Man show coming out. I thought it was going to be a movie, but it's going to be a show. And it has Nicolas Cage in it. He's going to be like the new all Batman, which I've always been a fan of. I thought that look looks dope and shit like that. So I'm looking forward to it if I ever see it. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. Shit's happening around here now. Shout out to Remy, because he told me that he feels stuff in the atmosphere. So does other brothers and sisters too. I felt it today too. Some type of how sometimes you wake up and you feel angry for no reason, and you're like, why am I angry? There's no reason for me to be angry. But it's like what I said before, guys. Mama Tiamat, Mama Cosmos is preparing us. She's preparing that rage and fury, for us, So it's going to happen in a matter of time, anyways. All right, that's why it's always to get prepared and stuff like that. But not to say you can't live your life. Oh shoot. That's right. HCC? I'm not in college. Okay, what is it now? No, get out. Get out. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, people. So, some people might not think that what I'm saying is true. No, this is true. The Mask from Jim Carrey's The Mask, 1994, and also the TV show. I wish it was a TV show. From the people that made The Boys. Oh, that would have been awesome. Closer to the comic book. Oh, hell yeah. Just look at the comic book. Just look at a few pages of the comic book, guys. And I guarantee you're going to be like... And they wanted to make it kid-friendly. I wonder why. But, yes. It's funny, too, because there's always rumors that Jim Carrey might make another one. And it might just happen. We might just get a mask too. But I said might. I'm not holding my breath. Going back. But this mask is, they know what it is, man. These wicked beings know what it is. These wicked beings know what this is. Some of us make powers. Some of us have powers with mask. Other people just have the powers that's already within. And not to say the mask, not to say we don't put the power that's in us within the mask, of course. In the comic books of the mask, now this has been changed. This was changed in the movie, like the whole Loki stuff and all that. But in the mask comic books, you had native brothers and sisters chopping their body parts off while they were wearing the mask, and that's why the mask is the way it is. It can't die, no matter what you do with it. So, I'm sure there's more detail that goes to that, but that's what they put in the comic books. I'm just saying that right now. Not what they put in Samaria, Egyptian, and all that stuff, because look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. You see this? It's the exact same mask. And there's different ones. It's not just this one. Look there's a whole bunch of one. You see? Look at this. You see how similar they are? Look at that. Look at this. You see how similar they are? I'm telling you guys, we made masks like this. And that's why a lot of, what do you think these wicked beings get upset when we wear masks and shit like that, Why do you think in wrestling they like to have luchadors and stuff like that? There's a reason for that. So I'm going to put this picture right here and just talk a bit, because it's something that people need to realize, that how this planet really is, how this water really is, what they try to keep away from us. There's so many things that they keep away from us, because obviously if we had something like this all would be shut down already, you know? So that's the thing. They fuck us over, basically. They make us forget who we are. Then they take everything that's us and they put it in museums or underground, especially if it's too powerful, basically. Like, they would never have something in a museum that you could pick up and put on your face or pick up and use as a weapon, you know? Like, if you're carbon, basically, if you're so-called black or so-called Afro-Hispanic, you can be a part of the energies out in these masks, you know, because they're a part of you anyways, you know? So when you wear them or hold them or anything like that, like some type of spear or anything like that, even though it's not really a spear, it's just a staff with a crystal on it, which is shown in the Shazam movie. If you've seen the Shazam movie, and Shazam has a stick, and he says Shazam to get the power of not Shazam, but Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel, not that fucking blonde hair bitch. No. But seriously, you know, I should do a video about Shazam also, because I've been looking at stuff about Shazam. You know, stuff like that resonates with me like crazy, and so does this. You know, this shit resonates with me like crazy. And let's see. Let's put this right here. A 2,000-year-old green mass was found in a 2011 under Mexico's Pyramid of the Sun, older than the Roman Empire, and was placed as an offering in the 1st century. In the 1st century CE. So look at that, guys. You know, they have to tell you this for a reason. All of this stuff has to come out, and this is old. This has been talked about forever. From other brothers and sisters have talked about this. I just haven't put my hat in it. I haven't put my 2 cents in the conversation. At least not yet. But yeah, man, we are very powerful beyond measure, man. Seriously, if you wear a copper necklace, bracelet, and all that, and your skin tone's green, and it looks like that green, what do you expect, man? What do you expect? And I don't want to hear any brothers and sisters being like, oh no, but when these orcs wear copper, their skin tone's blue and green. No, they don't. No, they don't. Stop trying to freaking. Don't play with me like that shit. I'm dead serious. Don't play with me with that shit. Because at that point, you're insulting my intelligence, and then you're starting to piss me off at that point. To be honest with you. All right. Seriously, what's the next thing you're going to tell me? They have green veins, green blood and shit? Nah, man. There's a reason why they have the Predator with green blood and the aliens with green blood. You know, I remember I was at the college not that long ago, right? And you know that big giant dress of the alien creatures that they have, like that big head that they have. You know, I saw a brother with dreadlocks, right? With Rastafari hair, right? And then he was wrapping around his hair, you know, his Rastafari hair with well, he was just wrapping it around. I forgot what's it called, but it looked like his head looked like a xenomorph. And I was just looking at the brother. I was just like, brother, man, I don't know if you don't know who you are, but when you walk around like that, these motherfuckers are scared of you, bro. And I had my headphones on. So I really wasn't listening to what he was saying or talking to people or some shit, because I was just, you know, focusing on myself, looking at my surroundings, you know. So I was doing that. But that shit is wild, guys. It is. It's really cool when you put that together. Seriously. Because the alien xenomorph is us. Like I said before. And also it's these reptilians, but it's mostly for us. Why do you think they look like soot? Shout out to Bobby Hemmett. Oh man, I was gonna do a video of remember that video that I made, a daily dose of atmosphere? I want to do a second one because there's a few videos I want to show, and there's a few videos there's a few videos I want to show off to a lot of people. Most people might seen them. Some people be like, hey, you're using my video. Hell yeah. So there might be a long video too, talking about something. So I hope you guys don't mind that. But yeah, the Jim Carrey mask, or should I say just the mask, or what people might say the Loki mask, if you're looking at the movie, because This was at, look at, there's different types. Look at it right here. This is perfect. This one right here looks similar to it. But other than that, look how different they are. You see? You see? You see these features, guys? Look at that. Wouldn't that look like an Oni? Wouldn't that look like an Oni? You know? You see? That's what I'm saying, people. Look at this. Look at the stuff that we have, man. It's crazy. These people have no idea what's about to happen soon. Look at this. Look at this one. Seriously. We're getting our shit back, people. We either these wicked beings like it or not. It doesn't matter. Because once you realize who you are, the enemy doesn't like it. And the enemy will always look at you from far away and literally look at you as a tyrant. Look at you like you did something wrong. Oh, how dare you remember who you are? How dare you remember your people? You know, some shit like that, you know? It doesn't matter, man. We're going back to where we used to be, no matter what. Seriously. Nothing's gonna stop that. Nothing's gonna stop it, you know? Just, I do want to say one thing too, brothers and sisters. Don't forget to live your life, seriously. Because we always do other things. We always talk about videos like these and tell people to, you know, go within inside ourselves, meditate, build, and all that shit, do Tai Chi. We always say stuff like that, you know? But sometimes we really don't sit down and tell brothers and sisters, enjoy your life, you know? That's what, you know, that's what your people did, you know? That's what your people did. Your people enjoyed life. Obviously, they did stuff, obviously. They built pyramids and made stuff like these, you know? But they still lived their life. You know, they were happy. They listened to music, you know? They smoked a little bit of herb because it was part of nature, you know? Some people want to complain to me about that, but not all of us did that, you know? And some of us probably, you know, got a few herbs, mixed them together, make them liquid, and we got drunk with that. Seriously. I know a lot of people might complain about that too, but you guys got to understand that you guys got to understand and understand that we had so many types of herbs that were drinkable, you know? And I know somebody's gonna hate me for saying the alcohol shit, but yet the drunken master exists, you know? So what's the drunken master all about? Just, you know, oh, but the drunken master is not literally you getting drunk and shit like that. It's a mindset. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. But guess what? There's also that too. Why are you gonna scoff off everything? Seriously, just because it's all about in the mind, and we all know that it's all in the mind. But at the same time, you know how many they show these in these video games, like what's that game called? Mortal Kombat. When you have that fat dude drinking gin, and then he's like blowing it at his enemies, and it literally becomes atomic breath. Come on, guys, you know. But yeah. If you want to complain to me about that, so I guess we just had other creatures and monsters that did that except for us, right? Yeah, okay. Remember, we are the representation of nature. So it's almost like when I was in the shower. You know how some brothers and sisters think that, oh, we can't transform into like a lion or a bear or a wolf, which is bullshit. Yes, we can, because if they're part of nature, why wouldn't we transform into nature's creatures? Stupid concept, you know? You know? So, and the thing is, when you look at a dragon, what does it have? You know, dragons are like a mixture of a serpent, you could say a snake, but a serpent, a lion, and an eagle. You know? So, there's different types of serpents anyways, but that's just one example. You know, a griffin is a serpent, for crying out loud, you know? So, yeah. But if you don't know, now you know, brothers and sisters. But anyways, that's it. Seriously, this is what they're afraid of, guys. They don't want us to talk about stuff like this. They just want us to be ignorant and follow a lot of bullshit. Seriously. So, yeah, that's really it, guys. Be safe, guys. Seriously, be safe. And tell me what you guys think down below. You could say I'm off my rocker. You could say that I'm dumb as shit. But at the end of the day, These people, at the end of the day, you gotta look at how these are designed. Look at how these are designed. Seriously. You mean to tell me some unintelligent being, some orc motherfucker is gonna make something like this? Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself, boo-boo. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that the Europeans that are these white folks made this stuff. Yeah, sure. When it literally looks like a freaking Afro brother, especially this one right here. When it looks like a brother. Remember that? You mean to tell me white folks were making faces of brothers and sisters? Man, get the fuck out of here. That makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. So I'll see you guys later and be safe.